Hello and welcome to Falco Canine Academy. I am live here in Brea, California, and I just wanted to bring up a couple things that are available to you right now. And one of those things is a free report for training your dog with love and respect. It's a really well drafted, 5-page report that really hits home with a couple issues that if you just followed these simple tasks, not even tasks, that sounds like it's work, these simple principles and apply them to the daily life with your dog, you will be amazed at the change of your relationship with your dog. Now, of course, there's little tweaks here and there that you'll want to look at in regard to training, but if you just follow the principles and put them into action right away, you'll begin to see some changes in the way you train and in the way that you live with your dog. So there's a link here in the description of this live video. Just click on that. That will give you access to the free report. You just got to put your name and email address in there, and you'll get it. I also have an added bonus that will be shown to you too that you can get from that just for downloading the free report. The report is free. It'll come to you in an email. Not a big deal. All right. So you'll get that. The other thing I want to make you aware of is that we're going to be, over the next couple weeks, several weeks, we're going to be talking about essential oils. Now, if you remember, Sally Frost, a friend of mine, also one of our trainers, as an expert in essential oils, and first brought us, the concepts behind essential oils, that kind of stuff. Well, I'm going to revisit that with another friend of mine, a fellow dog trainer named Liz, and we're going to be going over a whole bunch of questions. And I'm hoping that Sally will join us and and confirm what it is that we are going to be discussing. Some of the questions that we're going to be addressing in regard to essential oils is, of course, first, what are essential oils? How do you find quality essential oils? What to look for in regard to the essential oils? How to use essential oils safely, especially for your dog, because there is some things you need to be aware of, especially if you're going to be using them for your cat. So what I understand and some of the research I've been doing is that you have to be very careful. The essential oils can be fantastic for the cat, but you have to be careful too. And I know this is a dog training site and facility, that kind of stuff, but many dog owners have cats and they want to take exactly what it is that they do, in regard to training dogs and cats and gaining love and respect, and apply some of those principles to cats, even though they're slightly different. So you want to be careful that you don't just begin to give your dog or your cat essential oils thinking that it's going to be okay. So we're going to talk about that. How do you use essential oils safely on animals? That's what I was just talking about. The difference between diffusers and what a diffuser is. So we'll be talking about that kind of stuff. Separation anxiety and essential oils. That's really one of the things that Sally Frost and I discussed in great detail from her shop down there in Huntington Beach, about the application of essential oils for dogs that have some anxieties and fears, and what you need to do about there. And I have a long list. I have about 20 things that we're going to be addressing here. We'll even be discussing essential oils for horses. Again, people who have dogs are very interested in what's going on with horses, and the history behind essential oils, and on and on and on. I got about 20 questions. What I want to do with this video, and the reason I'm bringing it up now, is because I want you to go ahead and list in here any comments, questions, things you want to learn about essential oils as we go through and begin to bring on some experts in regard to essential oils. So I want you to be prepared. I am going to be doing some other announcements about what it is we're going to be doing, and then in about 2 weeks' time, Liz and I are going to come on and we're going to have a big discussion. You'll be given a link so you can actually join us on the broadcast from wherever you're at, as long as you have a computer or even your phone and ability to connect with your camera or even the camera on your phone. You can join us live and ask us questions. And actually ask more of Liz questions, and if maybe Sally wants to join us and any of the other experts that may be on some of our future broadcasts. Just look for the link. You'll be able to click on that link, connect using your computer sound or the sound from your phone, the audio, and the camera on either one of those devices. Even your iPad, you can even join us using that. So I'll give you more detail as we move forward on that. But we're going to go hog crazy for essential oils because I've just seen the benefits. I've been using essential oils since Sally Frost introduced them to me. I have a bad shoulder from all the police work and the bite work I used to do with getting bit on my left arm or on the back and getting knocked down by dogs. Of course, the body gets a little bit sore. You get a little bit of whiplash here and there, and pulling and tugging on that shoulder. The shoulder takes a toll in regard to dog training, even just handling the leash. and that kind of stuff. And so I've had severe pain from time to time where I could barely even pick up like a drink of water or a glass of wine without feeling some pain. And I don't know if that's somebody telling me not to drink the wine, but regardless, there's pain. The essential oils have essentially eliminated eliminated that pain. Now, I know we can't make any claims or anything like that. I'm just telling you that my experience is once I started applying the correct essential oils, it really has solved the discomfort in my shoulder. And there's no other reason why that would happen other than that was the only thing that I did differently was apply those oils. I also use them now to help me relax and sleep better, and I've been sleeping like a baby since I got the diffuser in my bedroom, and it's been fantastic. It really has been useful. Lord knows there's a lot going on in my life and is making it a little bit difficult to sleep, and since I've put the diffuser in there, I've been snoring away, as my son will probably tell you since he comes in and tries to wake me up from time to time. All right, so so essential oils. Make sure you click on that link to get your free report. If you haven't got that free report for training your dog with love and respect, click on the link, put your name and email address in there. You'll get the free report in your email. And again, look for the bonus that I've attached to that too, so you can get in on that. It'll just add to your training. All right, so we're going to be very busy here on Falco Canine Academy. I know that there's been a couple weeks here where we have not put any new content on here in regard to Facebook Live, but that's going to change as we begin to do more. And again, we're going to be talking about essential oils. I got 2 bed bug dogs coming from Ireland. I'm going to be kind of chronologically going through the shipment of the dogs, the receiving of the dogs there at LAX, and then the training process of those bed bug detection dogs. We just discussed the training of a new bomb dog for a facility in Los Angeles, and we'll be bringing that dog on board. That's a Belgian Malinois. The dog first has to go through some medical procedures to make sure that the hips and shoulders, vertebrae and neck are all how they should be. That there's no arthritis or hip dysplasia setting in or anything like that. So we're getting that dog x-rayed right now. As soon as that dog gets the clearance, we're going to begin bomb dog training with that dog. And I'm sure there's some other stuff coming up. In regard to courtroom testimony, I've been reading some stuff that's very interesting in regard to me, and so I'm going to be bringing up those topics too, because there's obviously always a need to make sure and keep the truth out there, because there's some non-truths going out about detection dogs. I want to make sure and clarify that, and that's about it. All right, so click on the link, get your free report for training your dog with love and respect if you have not gotten it yet, and make sure and think about what you want to know about essential oils. If you think that it's just some hogwash or some things that it's just a crazy trend, know for sure that essential oils have been around for thousands of years and been used for thousands of years, and so it's not just a fad. I have been using it. I am the first person not to try something because I think, well, what good is that? And that's hogwash, or that's some. There's a word for it. I can't think of the word for it right now, but I put it to use. Again, I remember Sally Frost being in her office, and she had this pain balm, I think is what they called it, and it was a mixture of different essential oils. She said, well, just put it on, because especially that day I was in great pain, and so I put it on my shoulder. I think she applied it to the back of my shoulder and put it around where the pain was the most severe. I just kind of forgot about it because I really, again, wasn't really a necessarily believer at that time. We began setting up the cameras for the broadcast, and by the time that I was about halfway through that broadcast, I kind of moved my shoulder before I could only bring my arm up to about this height. Then all of a sudden I was able to bring my shoulder up, and I was telling her, I said, "You've got to be kidding me. I am pain-free in my shoulder. Right now I'm pain-free. And normally I can't do something like that, and it causes me such pain. Anybody that's been around me for any period of time knows that I have complained about that pain from time to time, and even had trouble sleeping and getting comfortable in bed because it's just so painful. And so on that day, I became a believer of essential oils, and I've been using them ever since. So there's no doubt that they can help dogs with anxiety. We have some testimonials for people that have used them for dogs for fear and separation anxiety, and 4th of July, the fear of the explosions from the fireworks and that kind of stuff, and it has made a difference in those dogs' lives too. So we're going to be talking about that. We got, again, about 20 questions that I have here alone, and I want more. I want more information because we're going to take this down the road. We're going to do more than a couple shows, because what I found is that we need to address each question kind of separately and really address it and talk about it. and that way it can be there for somebody to find later on. And then again, we'll have another broadcast for one or two other questions and really attack those questions, and then so on and so forth as we get through the questions. So if you have any comments, anything that you want to talk about in regard to essential oils, just let me know. I'm sorry, I'm looking to see if there's any comments there. Hey, Jennifer, glad to see you with a thumbs up. Michelle, you want to do the bed bug training? All right, well, you may be in for that too. I'm going to need plenty of help training these dogs that are coming in. And so, yeah, but we're going to take you along for the ride too, whether you're going to be helping, in person, or you just want to see what's happening with the dogs. You're going to want to stay tuned to Falco Canine Academy. So make sure and share and like our page and subscribe. That way that anytime we go live, there's a little button that I'm sure you can see on your screen right now if you scroll down. If you're watching this on Falco Canine Academy Facebook page, you may be watching this on one of the other Facebook pages. Just follow the top where it says Falco Canine Academy. Click on that. That'll take you to the Falco Canine Academy Facebook page. Make sure and subscribe to this Facebook Live. That way, anytime we go live, you'll be given an announcement, and then you'll know when it is we're talking about the essential oils. We'll be showing you the bed bugs. The dogs are scheduled to come in on Friday of next week, so you're going to want to be there live. We're going to be going through as we go to the broker and then go to LAX and hopefully see the dogs there as they arrive from Ireland, from Northern Ireland. I often forget that because there's two countries over there, Northern Ireland and Ireland. These dogs are coming from Northern Ireland near Belfast, and they're two black labs. One's name is Ollie, and the other's dog name is Flash. I almost forgot. Flash and Ollie, they're about a year and a couple months old, and they've gone through testing processes. We've taken them into some of the buildings to see how they handle slick floors and jumping on objects like a file cabinet that's turned on its side and it's really wobbly. Do they walk on it, and then if they come off it, do they go back on again? There's I got basically a pool of plastic bottles that you throw the ball into and then watch the dog dive into the plastic bottles. On one of these broadcasts, I'm going to have to show you the video. As a matter of fact, just for fun, let me see if I can do that here, just to see if I can bring it up. Let's bring up, let's see, Flash. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible, so please bear with me as I am looking through my email to see if I can find. I just realized I'm using the Wi-Fi. I should be using, I'm hardwired into the internet and I forgot to switch over. So if this isn't broadcasting well, then it is because I'm not hardwired. I'm using the Wi-Fi. So I apologize for that. Okay. So I'm going to be able to show you, this isn't either one of those dogs, but it's one of the other dogs that we were looking at. So I just don't want to use too much of your time here. But let me share my screen. And hold on. Oop, did I just get rid of my green screen? Sorry about that. Hold on. Where? I lost my green screen. How'd that happen? Oh well, sorry about that. So I have no green screen right now. I don't know how that happened. All right, where is my live so I can switch it over? Stand by. All right, now I got some thumbs up. Now I'm probably gonna get some thumbs down because I'm really messing up this broadcast. It's still there. Oh, that's really funny because on my broadcast software it shows that it crashed. Thank you, Michelle, for letting me know. All right, so I'm going to switch over. I'm probably going to lose my voice here. Hold on, let me make sure. There's some overlays, options, embedded. I got to show my picture in pictures so that you can still hear me when I'm talking. There we go. All right, so let me show you this video. Hopefully you can still hear me. This dog is named Curly. So in this room in Northern Ireland, it is just full of things to test the dog, right? So you see that grate coming in where the dog has to step on that first coming in. The dog crashes and burns, hits his stomach on the corner of that piece of wood right there. Kelly, you want to come over here and watch? Or we have to go? Oh, he's telling me. We have a Ducks game we got to go to, so my son's telling me we have to go to a Ducks game. So you see the dog jumping over a door there, back and forth. So this is just one of the testing processes that we have to see how the dog handles all the potential items that may scare the dog, that may move. We want to make sure the dog's using his nose to find his toy. And you see the dog very easily finds his toy there with his nose. Now, that is not the easiest thing for many, many dogs, because there's so many things that are going to cause the dog fear and hesitation to jump on top of that and slip off. And you see his feet are slipping from time to time. You see him standing on stuff. You see him fall. And then what we want to see is to make sure the dog gets right back up. Again, I'm not sure. There was a few things why we didn't take this dog. And so you can imagine the 2 dogs we did select are better than this dog. And that's probably hard to imagine. Look at that dog use his nose. Did you see him smell the odor that was going up that wall? That was fantastic to see that dog using his nose. Now again, remember, this is the dog we didn't take. He is available still as far as I know, so if anybody's interested in getting in the bed bug gig or bombs or narcotics, this dog looks fantastic. He's just not as fantastic as the other 2. I think size, too, was an issue. Most of the bed bug dogs, they want to keep them on the smaller side. Again, this is the 3rd time in for this dog, and none of that has kept them. Sometimes a dog will jump onto something, realize it's slippery, and then not go on it again because the dog remembers, right? But this dog, knowing that it's slippery, decided that that's not a big deal. Now, on the other side of where he's at right now is where all those plastic bottles are. And I'm not sure if this video shows him going inside. There's a mirror there, again, to show the dog that, a mirror, and to make sure that he understands that it's not another dog. And he finds the ball hidden there. So each time this dog has came in, he's found the hidden ball. Let me see if there's part of this video where he goes inside those plastic bottles. Oh, there we go. All right after this, he's going to go inside those plastic bottles. All right, so she's going to toss. I think she tossed it in there. I'm sorry, I skipped ahead. But here comes the dog. He's going to jump up. There he goes. And then right into where all those plastic bottles are. Got the sound going. Oh, there we go. You can hear all the noise in there. But she's going to throw it back in there. That way you can see what it looks like in there.
Just hold them. Yeah.
Oop.
That's it. Let them go.
So again, some dogs, as soon as they experience that, they would be out of those bottles and would never go back in again. And they just threw a ball in there because the dog's still looking for the ball. Yep, the dog picked up the odor. See the dog picking up the odor? I was going to smell. He's smelling around. He's trying to find it. None of those bottles are messing with him. He's going to go back over there and find the ball that popped out. There we go. All right. So that's just an example of that test that we do. Let me get back on camera there. Wow, what's happening there? That is very strange. Look at this. Something's going on with my broadcast software. Very crazy. All right. Love the motivation. Yeah, that dog had great motivation. That was fantastic. So it looks like my broadcasting software is getting ready to crash, but this is so cool. I could not have set this up. You get wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. All right, so I'm going to go. Enough playing. I am not sure what's happening with my my software here, but click on the link, get your free report. Oh my God, really? When did you turn it into a gangbanger? We will see you on the next broadcast. I will get this all fixed, but that is really kind of cool. I'm going to see if I can't repeat this because just look at. I'm going to try to wash away all of the background. There you go, wash it away. All right, we're going to the Ducks game. If you're a friend of mine on my personal page, look for us. We're going to be on the personal page showing a little bit what's happening over at the Honda Center with the Ducks game. All right, so that's it. We'll talk to you later. Take care.